Okay, hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about my wrap-up for July. I'm really behind on these, so this is also the second time that I've tried to film this video, so let's see if it works this time. I don't feel like pulling any of the books off my shelf. I own 8 of these books, physically. They are on one of my shelves. I just don't feel like pulling them off, so I'm just going to put the picture. So this month I read 21 books. Most of them were probably audiobooks. Most of these were probably audiobooks that I read along with. So here we go. The first book is The Vampire in the Bookstore by Elle. Drew. I gave this book 3 stars. It was a novella. I thought it was really cute. However, it was a novella, so it was really short. But I did enjoy it. Dirty Wicked Prince by Eden O'Neill. This one had been on my Kindle for a long time, so I finally decided to read it, and I'm glad I did. I ended up giving it 4 stars and really enjoyed it. The next one was actually something, I think it may have come out recently, I can't remember, but I saw it, I forgot where I saw it. I saw it somewhere, and I was like, ooh, that sounds cute. So I downloaded it to Kindle. And it is Love, Comment, Subscribe by Cathy Yardley. I gave this book 4 stars. I really liked it. I thought it was cute. The banter was funny. They're both YouTubers and they have to work together, so it's like their romance. They knew each other as kids too, so it added a little extra. The next one was Mercy by Debra and Anastasia. I gave this book 5 stars. I really enjoyed this one, but it was dark, so I would suggest checking trigger warnings. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these books are probably dark, so you should probably always check your trigger warnings for books that I suggest, because I mostly read dark romance. The next one that I read is A Ship of Bones and Teeth by Karina, Halle, at 5 stars. Loved this book. Cannot wait for, I don't know if there's going to be a next one, but I really hope there's a next one, or something else in this series, or it'd be a series, because it was so good. Then, to follow up Love, Comment, and Subscribe, I ended up finishing the trilogy. I think it's a trilogy. There's only 3 books out right now. But the next one was Gouda Friends by Cathy Yardley. This one was my favorite, I cannot lie. This girl is obsessed with cheese, and ends up being a cheese influencer. And that is a dream job. I love cheese. So I related very well to actually both of the characters in this one. I feel like I related more to them than I did with the first book, which I really enjoyed the writing for all of the books, because I've read all 3. I'm not going to talk about it yet though, because I am going in order of which I read them. So I finished Gouda Friends, loved it. Probably, I think, my favorite of this series so far. And then I read As Above, So Below by Dana Isolé. This one also was on my Kindle for a while, but I do love Dana Isolé. I am trying to read her backlist. She writes mostly novellas, so they're all pretty short. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this one. This one was a demon romance, by the way. Then the next one, so I did not realize that I had read Catharina Maura before, and I thought she was a new to me author, so I'm a little disappointed in myself for not realizing it. But I looked it up, and the last book that I read by her too, it was actually a novella, and I really enjoyed it. But this one was Forever After All. Again, 5 stars, because Catharina Maura's writing is amazing. And then I finally finished Glass by Elle Hopkins. I started this book like years ago and finally finished it. I think I should have read this book when I was a teenager with my friends instead of now, because I didn't quite enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I gave it 3 stars. And then the last one from that other trilogy was The Ex Appeal by Catharina Yardley. Again, this was the last one, and this one also I gave 4 stars. I did enjoy it, but I was just kind of expecting a little bit more from them, because they were exes, they had a falling out, and I don't know, I thought it was cute, but it wasn't my favorite. And the next one is Forget Me The next one is Forget Me Not by Julie Soto. This one was so cute. She's a wedding planner whose mom's been married 16 times, and he is a florist, and they have to work together, and they had something before. It was so cute. I loved it. 5 stars. Favorite. For sure, favorite. Next one that I read is Runaway Devil. This one is actually a biography. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I don't know. But it's based on true crime. It's about a 13-year-old that helps murder her whole family. And it is a true story. It happened in Canada in like the early 2000s, I think. But I know about the case because her family was found on my birthday. So that's what fascinated me with this case. On top of the fact that she used vampire freaks, it's a whole thing. I would suggest Runaway Devil if you guys are into true crime. I am going for my degree in forensic psychology, so you may see a few books like this on here, here and there, because normally I try to read articles and not books, but yeah. Okay, I might be in a different angle, I don't know. There we go. Okay, so both of my lights died, so let's try this again. I also jumped on the bandwagon for Manacled, and oh my god, obsessed. It's a fanfic. It's a Dramini fanfic, and I loved it so much. I now want to like bind it like my own copy because I'm obsessed. I'm definitely going to be rereading that one, I'm sure, again. But it was amazing. It had like handmaiding and Harry Potter, but honestly, I think as long as you know what's going on somewhat, that there's a war in like Harry Potter, you'll know what's going on. You don't even have to like really read Harry Potter to know it. But I loved it. I think I like this ending and the story more than I like the original Harry Potter ending. I don't know. But I love it. Just saying. So then the next one is Vacation War by Meghan Quinn. So this one I really enjoyed. This one was a girl group that went on vacation, but the oldest sister is getting married, and she's like forcing the younger sister to like put herself out there, but she's like forcing her on the wrong person, and it's very upsetting. But I loved it. The banter was hilarious. The friend group was awesome. The sister was kind of a bitch, but she figured out what she was doing. And then, like, the guy had been a long time crush for her, and it was just so cute. I love Meghan Quinn. She just has, like, those rom-coms that are really cute, and I loved it. Then the next one, this one I had been putting on for a long time. It's been out for a while. It's Losers Part 2. And I am trying to read Harley Laroux's backlist, so I only have a few of her novellas left now that I finish this book that I cannot find. So I have one more novella that I'm going to read this month, hopefully today. Hopefully in August I will get to it. And then I just need to find the last couple of novellas that she has. But anyways, back to Losers Part 2. Loved it. Don't know why I waited. My cousin has been yelling at me to read this book for a while now, because I read the first one and I loved it, and same thing happened this time. I just put it off because I didn't want it to end. It was beautiful. I love them all. Okay, and this is another book that I own physically that I actually bought the man cover for because I know that they're not going to be around for much longer. But this is Give Me More by Sara, Cate, and I liked it. I think my favorite so far is Eyes on Me, Praise, and then this one, but I really enjoyed this one. I must say, I don't know why I'm holding off on reading all of these books by Sara, Cate, because I end up loving all of them. Like, I do have favorites, obviously, I just said, but her writing is just so good. The romance, the smut, everything. I really enjoyed it. Then the next one was also like it's also nonfiction. It's Where Are Your Boys Tonight? The Oral History of Emo Mainstream Explosion from 1999 to 2008 by Chris Payne. I'll put up the cover. I found it on TikTok, and I was like, ooh, I need that. And because I too was an emo kid when I was little, when I was a teenager. Anyways, so I ended up really loving this, and it was really awesome because I actually saw Fall Out Boy at the start of August. So I read this and like got to learn more about them, and I love that. I got to learn about a lot of my favorite bands from like middle school and high school. That's just a fun read if you really like emo music, just saying. And then the next one that I read finally, which has also been on my shelf, I don't have it over here, but is Husband Material by Alexis Hall. This one I read Boyfriend Material, loved it. Then I bought this book and just hadn't read it. So finally I read it. Yeah. And I ended up loving it. It was cute. I really like Alexis Hall's writing, so might be a plus. I can't tell if it's my lights that are doing this or if it's gotta be the lights. Oh no. They're going out again, aren't they? Okay, let's try to rush. So then the last 3 books were Bully Me, Betray Me, and Bury Me by Selena. They're a trilogy for the sister of this family, the Dolces, and they're going head to head with the family, the Darlings. So that light just went out, so I'm hoping that this one's enough for now. But that was this is the last book series. I ended up really enjoying this. They were all 4 stars. I think I forgot to mention too that Husband Material was 4 stars for me as well. But this series was 4 stars total. It did keep me interesting. It did keep me interested. I really loved the sister because she was trying to deal with something for herself, and it ended up being a really good story. I loved it. And like I said, there were surprises everywhere. So I added the next book in this like world to my TBR for this month. So let's see how I like that one. But that is it. My favorites for the month were Forget Me Not, Manacled, and Losers Part 2. I just like loved these books the most. But I think that's it because like I said, everything's dying and I'm going to have to go plug everything in. So thank you for watching. I hope you come back again and we'll see you next time. Bye.